everybody, this is Brian.
Jason.
And this is the Perfectly Screwed Podcast. Okay.
What's going on, everybody?
Very soon, guys, I'm going to start advertising this for all of you that listen on audio, because I also see you guys that listen on YouTube and Facebook, but for all of you guys that listen, this year we're coming out with not only the Christmas special on audio, because I know I've gotten some emails of people asking if we were going to do it. We are going to do it. It's coming out on Thanksgiving. I promise to God. This year, unlike last year, I'm on top of it. I know last year I got some bitching from some people because I didn't put it out on Thanksgiving like the year before and the year previous. And last year I slacked. And we didn't get it out till like a week or two before Christmas. And let me explain, certain people were pissed off about that situation, Jason. But this year...
Christmas is Christmas.
This year we're getting it out on Thanksgiving, I promise you. And not only that, but this year, for all of you who were talking about it and suggested we do a video of it, we are doing a video. Even though it takes a large amount of time to do video with this, we are going to do video, I promise you. We got a whole video planned this year. So if you want to watch it, go to YouTube. If you want to listen to us, go to your whichever podcasting app you listen to us on. Most of us are on Samsung Free or Spotify. We get a few on Apple, but mostly Samsung Free and Spotify. So there you are, guys. But yeah, in a few weeks I will release it, I promise. Barring any difficulties on my part of being a lazy fuck. Actually, it doesn't give me much time either to get it out. You know this, right? Because we're going to finish it on the 15th. And that gives me 1 week to do all the audio and video editing of this thing. And get it out before Thanksgiving. I mean, I'll pull it off, but still.
Well, like I said, it's the Christmas special, so...
I know, but they want it when they want it. So I'm giving it to our people. But today, we're not talking about Christmas. Today, we are talking about a paranormal for all you guys who have been saying we're not doing paranormal lately. We're doing a paranormal today, and we're talking about a haunting that took place in Connecticut in 1986. Most people have seen the movie, I assume. The movie came out in 2009? 2009, right? Haunting in Connecticut?
What is it?
Haunting in Connecticut. Came out in 2009, yeah.
Well, let's just take a look.
I'm almost positive it was 2009. I gotta give it to Better Goods. Sparkling water there, lightly essenced.
Oh, nice.
Free commercial for Walmart.
It was
there.
2009.
Yeah, I thought it was. So, the movie came out in 2009, but it goes back to a case from 1986. And I'm going to fuck up this family's name, I'm sure. Snedeker.
Snedeker?
Snedeker? We'll go with Snedeker. I was going to say Snedeker, but Snedeker. S-N-E-D-E-K-E-R. There's a lot of vowels in there. Can I buy a vowel?
It's Snedeker.
Snedeker. Okay, so the Snedeker family moved into their new home in Southington? Jesus Christ.
Southington?
No, Southington. S-O-U-T-H, South, I-N-G, ton. Southington, Connecticut.
Okay.
2 years later, the family would leave the home telling stories of shocking paranormal activity. Now, to be fair...
What year was this?
1986. So, to be fair, though, a lot of people think these people made this shit up because of the Amityville shit that was very popular in the late 70s, early 80s. And Ed and Lorraine Warren did come investigate, and of course they exorcised the demons in the house. You know. This house.
Oh, absolutely.
This house is clean.
Yeah.
Every time I hear about Lorraine Warren, she reminds me of the chick off of Poltergeist. Because first of all, she looks like her, and secondly, That's just how I imagine old Lorraine Warren going
Yeah.
through. I sense the spirit. I sense it. It's talking to me. Do you sense it? Oh, I see the guy over there talking to me.
Just genius.
She was the greatest con artist
Yeah.
ever made.
Just really selling it.
Yeah, they had a Raggedy Ann doll, for God's sakes.
Really
And
playing it,
yeah.
just playing it up.
Hey, this is Annabelle. Can't touch the doll. You touch the doll, oh God. Oh God! Don't
Hey,
touch anything in the museum.
We're still talking about them.
That's true, and they're dead. So this began in 1986 when the
Snedeker.
thank you, family moved into a historic home at 208 Meridian Avenue in Southington, Connecticut. They were desperately searching for a home to rent in the area so their son Philip would receive treatment for his Hodgkin's lymphoma at nearby Yukon Hospital. Because I'm assuming in 1986, you had to go to certain hospitals for that type of cancer. I mean, nowadays, you know, you could probably go anywhere, but I'm sure in 1986, yeah, there wasn't that many hospitals that dealt in cancer treatment. And I'm assuming Hodgkin's lymphoma being a very rare cancer as it is, probably even less people dealt with it. So they had to go to Yukon Hospital to get his treatment, and that is the reason they were looking for a home in the area. So the house on Meridian Avenue seemed like a perfect fit, and the Snedekers rushed to move in. But what seemed like a lucky find quickly turned into a nightmare once the family began experiencing paranormal activity. They reported seeing and hearing unknown forces, being attacked in their sleep, and even experiencing violent personality changes, especially from their son, who had Hodgkin's lymphoma. I mean, had nothing to do with the experimental treatment, I'm sure, that he was getting at Yukon. Yeah. I'm sure that had absolutely nothing to do with the personality changes he was experiencing.
Right. Just
they said he became moody and violent.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, sure it had nothing to do with the fact they were going through experimental cancer treatment and he was dying from Hodgkin's lymphoma at 16.
Impending death.
Yeah, sure that.
Sure, everybody's pleasant.
Yeah, of course. You know, going through chemotherapy at age 16 and possibly having a disease that's killing you, I'm sure he could have been in a better mood, Jason. I don't understand why.
He would go through fits of rage.
No, I mean, why would you ever be in a bad mood when you're dying from a critical illness?
Well, clearly, Brian, what that tells you is that the house was haunted.
Clearly it was possessed.
Yeah.
I mean, no other reason.
Right.
I mean, you know, the cancer treatment had little, if nothing, to do
Nothing.
with his surly attitude.
Well, maybe it did or didn't. We don't know. But what we do know
is the demons, obviously.
haunting
Obviously.
of the house.
Obviously.
Had this fucking personality switching.
I mean, couldn't be anything else.
No.
Just as the cops in Boston when they were looking for the strangler.
Couldn't just be a dickheaded angry teenager.
Yeah. But just ask the cops in Boston when they were looking for the strangler. You gotta go to a psychic. It's the only way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Where else are you gonna turn?
So, anyways, the Snedeker family were like any other middle-class American family. They were comprised of Cameron Reed, her husband, Alan Snedeker, and their 4 children: Philip, Bradley, Alan Jr., and Jennifer. Carmen's niece Tammy also lived with the family. At a young age, Philip was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of cancer that affects the body's lymphatic system. Because of this, the Snedeker family often had to travel long distances from their home to the Yukon Hospital for treatment. They felt it better to move closer to the hospital so they didn't have to drive so far, and so that Philip wouldn't have to suffer through the long, painful car rides because, you know, vomiting and such from the chemotherapy.
Yeah.
So they found this home and they leased it and moved in. everything seemed normal until Carmen made a disturbing. I was doing so well. So fucking well.
Is it disturbing discovery?
It's disturbing discovery, yes. Yes.
And you tried to mix the words.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
You did a great job mixing the words.
It's disturbing.
That will still be a shot, nonetheless.
Yes. If you're playing the drinking game,
if you're just now discovering us,
yes. If you're just now disturbing us, please realize we play a game on here on the podcast called the drinking game. If I fuck up a word or stumble or combine two words like I just did, please take a shot of your favorite alcoholic beverage. And that will be a shot for everybody playing, because that was not even close to a word. They made a disturbing discovery in the basement of the home when they moved in. Among the dusty boxes and old furniture were funerary items.
ooh,
The family found embalming equipment and other materials to run a mortuary in the basement. And come to find out, actually, the home had been a funeral parlor and a mortuary at one time.
nice.
Which kind of explains the cheap rent and the fact that it was available.
Yeah.
People in the neighborhood are like, I'm not moving to that fucking house. I don't know what.
Yeah.
But also, to be fair, how many people have died in your house? I mean, if your house is older, like this one, for instance. This house that we're in right now was built in 1901. Do you know how many, especially back then, how many wakes probably took place in my living room?
Yeah.
How many dead bodies they found in this house? You know, come on. This house has been around for 124 years, almost 125. I'm sure a few people have died here. Just saying, and you know, for all intents and purposes, I've tried to do paranormal research in this house. I found nothing.
Right.
Nothing. This house is not haunted in any way, shape, or form. So Carmen stated she had no idea that the home had once been a funeral parlor. When she toured the house, Carmen said that she was unable to enter the basement because the renovators had blocked the doorway with their materials. Yeah, I'm sure that was accidental.
Conveniently.
Yeah. I'm sure the realty company didn't block the basement door filled with embalming equipment on purpose.
Like, and I don't discount there being spirits and demons and hauntings and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you can definitely say too that there's probably some instances, and this could be one,
Mm-hmm.
where they've made up in their mind that it's haunted,
Right.
based on this
Right.
new discovery.
Right.
Right? You
Right.
get this house, you conveniently couldn't look in the basement because there was some stuff in the way, like you can't fucking move it or ask
Yeah.
for it to be moved.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna live in a house, period.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
there's
looking
a
in the
room.
basement. Yeah.
I don't care if it's a finished basement or whatever. I mean, there's a door and there's a room. I'm gonna check it out.
Right. Right.
But now you've moved in. Now you go down there for the first time.
Yeah.
You discover.
Oh look, embalming
this used to
equipment
be
and a
fucking-
table.
Right, a mortuary, a fucking funeral home, a parlor, whatever it was. Oh my god, this, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Now all of a sudden you start putting it out that this place could be haunted. You know what I mean? You get the whole fucking family stirred up, but...
Yeah. Now you got it in your mind.
Mhm.
Wait, this is a mortuary. Oh, creepy. Oh.
So every
yeah.
creak that you
Yeah,
hear,
you're
every
changing
sound...
it into something else.
Right.
So, it was found out that the property was once the Howland Funeral Home and hadn't been in operation for decades. The realtor claimed he told Carmen and the family about this before they moved in.
Of course he did.
So, the disturbing fact did not prevent Carmen's sons, Philip and Bradley, from claiming the basement as their own bedroom. As the oldest children, Philip and Bradley wanted a private space of their own. The basement was spacious compared to the smaller rooms on the upper floors. They Philip and Bradley reportedly slept in the casket display room down the hall from the embalming room.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a little weird. In addition to mortuary equipment, they also found images of deceased people on the property. According to the Chasing of the Frog, Carmen said there were a couple of photos in the home, but there were many toe tags and head tags. And there were other personal items from the deceased.
Nice.
Whee!
Sounds like a rummage sale.
So the paranormal activity in the home started the night the family moved into the home. And it supposedly targeted Philip, the one who was going through treatment, more than any other family member. She said, "My son started seeing this young man with long black hair all the way down to his hips. He would talk to my son every day. Sometimes he would threaten him. Other times he would stand there and just say his name, which was enough to scare him. However, the spooky happenings slowly spread to the other family members and escalated in intensity. Carmen claimed that while mopping the floor, the water turned into blood and gave off an acid smell, reminiscent of rotting flesh.
Oh, shit.
She said the water was blood red. I mean deep, deep red. It made my skin crawl. I started getting nervous that I was ruining the floor." Of course, that couldn't be dirt or anything from the floor, now could it?
No.
No, of course not. No. Couldn't be maybe clay or anything tracked into the house.
No.
No.
I
Had
don't
to be
think
blood. Had to be. So most shocking was the claim from both Carmen and Alan that unknown forces had raped and sodomized them. Carmen said she was laying in bed one night and felt a ghost hold her down and take it from her, Jason. Just take it!
Take what?
Rape her.
Really? A ghost?
Yeah.
A ghost rape?
Yeah.
She got ghost
her.
fucked?
Yeah. And then her husband said he was laying on his belly and a ghost sodomized him. Took it up the butt, boy.
He got ass raped.
He got ass raped by the ghost. Casper was giving it to him.
They didn't say this.
Yes, they did.
Oh my God.
They were raped and sodomized by ghosts.
No.
Yes! Yes, Carmen said she was held down by a spirit and raped repeatedly. And Alan said that he was held down and sodomized. So he was raped up his ass.
That's right.
Ghost was horny, boy. Haven't had no pussy in
Same
years.
ghost?
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say, goddamn.
Yeah. Having a different time.
I'm guessing it was two big black ghosts. You know what I'm saying? You know how them demons are.
My butthole hurts, honey.
They're real dark. They're real big and dark. Like shadow people.
Oh, God, Dora.
Just fucking.
Just taking it. Just taking it deep.
What was the guy's name?
Alan.
Poor Alan, man.
Poor Alan. He woke up the next day, butthole hurting,
I don't know.
blood.
I don't know if you've seen these ghosts, Brian, but I'm not kidding, man. They're fucking hung. They are fucking hung. These ghosts aren't joking around.
He was prison raped in bed in his home.
Right by his wife, who also was getting fucked. Just fucked.
So then the ghost took a deeper interest in Philip after the
he
rapes.
did. Real deep. A real fucking deep interest.
So they started to worry when
He's deep as fuck. I mean, you ain't never seen an interest this deep by a ghost.
So they started to worry when Philip's personality began to change. He became irritable and reckless.
Yeah, couldn't have been because he was getting butt fucked.
Couldn't be the cancer treatment either.
No.
So he became irritable and reckless, often inflicting cruel punishments on his younger siblings. On one occasion, Philip placed his younger brother Bradley on a gurney that was used in the embalming room and spun him around until the boy begged him to stop. He also locked his brother in a chest and then walked away, making fun of him. The worst incident came after Philip attacked his cousin Tammy and was forced to spend 45 days in a hospital. Doctors eventually diagnosed Philip with schizophrenia after he told them about the entities he saw, but they noted that the medication he was on to treat cancer could give him hallucinations and trigger any dormant schizophrenic illness and possibly trigger rages of psychotic behavior. But I'm sure it wasn't the medication causing him to see people. It was clearly the raping ghosts, Jason.
100%. That's what I gleaned from it.
Yeah, it wasn't the medication. I mean, it couldn't be the medication.
No.
So they sent Philip to live with relatives, and reportedly Philip stopped hearing voices and seeing spirits after he went to live with someone else. So with strong indications of paranormal activity, the family contacted, of course, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Here we go!
Okay.
Ed and Lorraine coming in to save the day!
We got you. You said they was raping?
Yeah, obviously, demons. Demons.
We've had experience with this before.
Yeah, we've seen this type of behavior before.
Yeah.
So Ed and Lorraine come in, they bring a priest.
Just let me check your pussy. Let me check your pussy, honey. Yeah.
Ed was like...
Let me see which ghost it is.
Ed looked in there, he was like, yep, we've seen this kind of activity before. Yeah, 3 fingers, yep, that tells me something right there.
Here's some been gay, Alan. Because I've been gay before, motherfucker. I've had that same ghost. Tightly in my asshole.
Have you came in contact with any Raggedy Ann dolls, Alan?
Because that's the ones that are really going to rape your asshole.
So they also brought a priest who did an exorcism on the house. So in 1988, a priest performed an exorcism on the house, and the family reported that the paranormal activity suddenly stopped, amazingly, right after the priest came.
Nice.
Later that year, they moved out of the house and never returned, thus marking an end to the true story of the haunting in Connecticut. So, after Ed and Lorraine came in, and the priest came in, Lorraine did her thing, the priest did their thing, next thing you know, it all quit.
I mean,
It all ceased. Funny, no family before them or after them has ever claimed any paranormal activity ever took place in the house, but clearly the ghosts did not like them enough to rape them. Clearly.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, I'm all about the ghosts, but rape? I mean, that's incredible.
What's funny is, they went public with their story before leaving the residence. And it's also noted that the paranormal activity and the rapes seemed to escalate when the family became very behind on rent and almost was bankrupt.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying.
I mean,
I'm saying it's
that sounds more like a fucking dialogue and plot for a fucking porno than it does a ghost fucking.
I'm not saying it was a scheme to make money, but I'm just saying they were 3 months behind on rent, were almost bankrupt, and then all of a sudden they came out with this paranormal story.
All of a sudden they're getting raped.
Even their neighbor, Catherine Altimus, said that the whole thing was a hoax. As she said, I think they planned it right when they moved in. She noted that the family always appeared jovial whenever they were outside, and they never acted terrified or threatened. Even their friends said they didn't believe it. They said that Philip and Alan were both storytellers and always had a story to tell about something going on, and were always bragging about things that weren't happening. The new owner said, right before the movie came out, they said, "We've lived in the house for 10 years, and the house is wonderful. We have never seen anything. This is all Hollywood foolishness, and their stories are completely ludicrous."
I mean, I tend to side on that too. I mean, like I said, you can pull me in with a good ghost story, but the minute that you start saying you're getting raped by a ghost, you know what I mean? You've lost me. I mean, I'm all about the story, you know. I mean, hey, it's interesting. But not for 1 second can I fucking trust you. I can't trust you. I don't believe you.
You're getting sodomized and raped.
If you're actually being sodomized, it's probably the landlord, because you're 3 months behind on rent.
Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you'll know.
Just because he's dressed in black sweatpants and a black hoodie, you know what I mean, doesn't mean that he's a ghost. But unfortunately, Alan, it does mean you are being ass fucked. That is true.
Alan said he woke up at 3 in the morning, was held down and ass raped.
Yeah. And just, matter of fact, Alan, just lay there and fucking, you know what I mean, turn over, because now I'm gonna fuck your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine the conversation the next morning after that? Alan just sitting there sipping his coffee, his wife like, "Honey, are you alright? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. He didn't even use any lube."
She's fucking smoking a cigarette. She's satisfied.
"I've never had it like that, Alan. What was with you last night? What are you talking about? My butthole's sore."
We were raped.
We were raped.
Did you see who it was? It had to be ghosts.
I didn't see anybody. But damn.
Damn it, motherfucker.
Biggest cock I've ever taken, Alan.
Motherfucker was swinging a baby's arm. Oh my god.
Oh. It's also noted that all previous tenants of this house also said that there was no paranormal activity that they ever experienced. So they clearly, the ghosts only favored Alan and Carmen there. Yeah. They only wanted that pussy and that asshole. They couldn't resist.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we're talking about them. A movie was made, so
yeah, they made quite a lot of money off the book and the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, sure they're not.
I'm not mad at them.
Broke now.
Right. I mean, plus it takes a lot of fucking balls to come out and say you got ass raped.
You know, Jason, as much money as they made,
right?
I'm feeling like I might have got ass raped last night by a ghost. My goddamn self.
Pretty sure your house is haunted, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure I felt somebody smack my ass on the
I feel that I've been raped repeatedly.
Oh man, I'm sore as fuck.
I need a movie.
Right.
I need a movie right now.
Somebody start writing this book.
Yeah. Oh, good God. Anyways, this was our episode on the true story of the haunting in Connecticut. And we hope you liked it, and we will see you next time.
Later.